Hello and welcome to the Savannah Morning News and savannahnow.com Facebook live stream. I'm Will Peebles, and today I'm joined by probably one of my favorite Savannahans, and I'm very excited to introduce. She's great. This is Jane Fishman. Jane writes a column for Savannah Morning News and also is an avid Savannah plant mother. Swamper is the proper term. Gotcha. Swapper.
It's not a plant sale. People say sale, but it's not a sale. It's a swap. Oh. So people come and they bring everything they have too much of, because there's certain plants that insist on world domination.
Right.
And you just can't throw them away. You just feel bad ripping them out. But if you want to plant something else, you have to rip them out. So we just thought, well, we'll just give it to someone else.
Exactly.
Let them deal with world domination of crocosmia or, whatever. So that's what the plant swap is.
So the plant swap is this Saturday?
It's this Saturday. It's the first Saturday of April and October.
So you do this every year. It's a huge, it's a pretty big turnout, right?
Pretty good, yeah. It's down and dirty, though. I mean, it's like 8 to 11.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, gardeners are early birds.
So yeah, if you haven't yet noticed, there are quite a few wheels in these trees here in Jane's garden.
We don't swap those.
We don't swap the wheels.
No.
Where did you get the wheels? You told
These
us the
are
story
from Perry Rubber. He's got his place downtown, and they're, it's repetitive motion, which I find them quite attractive.
I like them a lot. I think they're really neat.
And he's always repairing bikes because they're always getting messed up, and he calls me, Jane, I got a bunch in my basement, come get them. So I go and I get them, and then we hang them.
And they kind of operate as wind chimes too, as I did
yes,
by
they
just
can.
nudging them.
And they'll hit you in the head too.
Which I'm sure will happen before I leave this
at the
today.
plant swap, everyone's got their stuff. They just come here and just put everything out, and then they pick their head up and then gone.
Well, yeah, it would be a shame if we just kept you guys right here. So let's take a walk around the garden. Let's see some stuff.
This is broccoli gone to seed. I can't stand to pick it because it's so pretty, and I think it attracts bees and stuff like that.
What is this little guy? What is this?
This little guy, I don't know. I found him, and whenever I put seeds in, I always put sticks up in the middle, so I remember I have something planted. I may not remember what is planted, but it says to me something is planted. So he's ready to go somewhere else if I plant something else.
So for the swap on Saturday, what kind of people are going to be there? Is it for serious gardeners only, or is it?
No, gardeners run their gamut. I mean, there's young people, old people, men, women, children. I think it's really great for people that have come here from out of state. People that come from up north, they say, well, where are your tulips? Where's your forsythia? Well, we really can't grow that stuff here. And so they learn a lot, and it's just gardeners, everyday gardeners. There's no. A lot of times we can't remember the name of it or the color of it, and then we say, oh, over there, ask Claudia, she'll know. She's one of our experts.
Right.
And that woman in the blonde over there. And so it's just a really great community thing.
No, absolutely. So how did it get started? When did you first?
It could have been like 18 years ago already.
Really?
And I was just talking to somebody, and we thought, well, what are we going to do with all this stuff? We just have so much stuff we should trade. So that's kind of how it started.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. So I'm looking at your garden. You called it a folk garden earlier.
Yeah, I call it a folk garden.
There's a lot of art and just knickknacks and things everywhere. Really
found objects. Like, for one thing, rust is good for the soil, so I think it's always good to have rust. My peas are now growing on the rust. My bananas will come up eventually, and it's just fun to play around with.
How did you end up here?
This is a very good question. Chatham Steel owns this.
Right.
And I used to be on the other side. And Charlie Reeves and Sheldon Tenenbaum, who used to own or work with Chatham Steel, they were making wooden kayaks in that building, and at that time my garden on Tatnall Street, my lot had been bought. Tatnall Street at that time was like, but then it got all expensive, and I never thought the lot that I had been, sort of a rogue gardener.
Rogue gardener.
I had been gardening that, but then it got bought. I couldn't believe it. So I just said, well, do you mind if I do a little garden over there? And they said, no, I don't care. So that's what I did for a few years, and then Sheldon said, well, SCAD is renting the building. The bad news, you want the good news or the bad news first? The bad news is you have to move, because they want it for a parking lot, you know, the Joni Mitchell song. And I said, well, what's the good news? Well, you just go to the other side. You know, so it's like, okay, I'll just move every rock, every tchotchke, every wheel, I don't think it goes into wheels then, but every bit of soil. So, you know, I did.
Yeah.
No,
No,
so that
that's
was
cool.
like maybe 15, 16 years ago.
I think we have a question from the internet.
We do. They're
Oh.
wondering, they don't have a plant to swap, but they love plants. Should they still come?
They should. I mean, they can have seeds or roots or we now, if they don't have a plant, they should bring something to eat, because gardeners always love something to eat.
See, I think that's the answer for pretty much like any social situation.
Exactly.
If you don't have something to contribute, just bring food.
Yeah.
Everyone eats, you know.
Yeah, and there's usually a lot of stuff. I mean, there'll be a lot of stuff.
That's cool. And plenty of people to talk to as well.
Yeah,
like
and that's
experienced
a great thing.
gardeners
I mean,
and resources.
People are so they know much more than I do. I mean, I don't really have to even be here. It's not anything in the garden that's here, but oh look, there's a sunflower coming up.
Oh,
See?
look at them.
Yep. See, there's no water here. So I like people to see a garden. It's a zero-scape garden. I like people to see what can grow without water. So there has to be good soil. So I compost a lot and
Yeah, let's
spread it around. Yeah, let's keep going.
There's plenty to see.
So these are banana trees. This is Sostelia. This is, let's see, where is it? These are 4 o'clocks. There'll be a lot of 4 o'clocks because you just can't keep them down. This is Alstroemeria. All of this, all those expensive flowers that you see at Kroger that sell for a bunch of money. These will be blooming in about a month, and I haven't done anything. I just put a few here and it's spread.
So many. This is just.
This is incredible. This is a 4 o'clock, but you can't keep those down. So maybe I might trim some and give it away. It's kind of hard. But look, this guy is almost ready. He wants to bloom soon. This is such a beautiful
He's
bloom.
an overachiever right there.
There's a few of those. So that'll be good. Yeah, so we'll be some 4 o'clocks, and there's some peas. That maybe we'll have some peas tomorrow and some garlic. I always grow garlic. And let's see. Oh, there'll be this is a loquat. There's little babies around that I'm going to dig up. It's a great tree. It's a Japanese plum. And
It's like a magnolia tree.
it's got a leaf like a magnolia, but it's not. It's a Japanese plum. But that's a great tree. I mean, see, here they are. They're starting to come out. Pretty soon they'll be orange. And we always have a lot of those because on my other house on 38th Street, I've got a million babies. So I'll dig those up. 'Cause like I say, you know, these are plants. Look, Alstroemeria right here. More Alstroemeria. Bananas. I'll dig up some bananas. And have a lot of bananas. They'll come back. I mean, they look back. Somebody takes those bananas.
Jane, I love your scarecrow.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody gave me that tea. I guess it's something. I don't know what any of these things are because I'm not mechanical.
Do you accept submissions to your
I
garden?
do.
Yeah. Do people just come up to you?
A lot of SCAD kids sometimes they'll bring stuff.
And as you can see, you got
know,
everything.
Projects that fail. Yeah.
Even the kitchen sink.
Projects that they couldn't do anything with, they'll bring over. And sometimes things leave here because they need projects.
Yeah.
It's their last
Oh, that's
week.
cool.
And it's not so cool when they leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't remember when they leave. I'll say, didn't I have something over here? Like somebody brought this. I thought this was pretty
Oh,
cool.
they'll take them. Oh, I hope it.
No, they'll take them for a
that's bad.
project. Well, you know,
That's
what
bad.
can you do? I'm not going to be. It's not like it cost me anything, but this is a pretty cool one. Somebody made this and dropped it off.
SCAD students, check it out.
I like that a lot. Watch, someone will take it tonight. It'll be their final project.
A+.
This is primrose.
Oh, these are
This
nice.
pink primrose. There's a bunch over there. They're so beautiful. I dug them up from Louisville Road. Sometimes I do that, you know.
Yeah, just grab a few.
Yeah, if there's and they spread. I mean, I didn't take them all, but they're just stunning, and they come back every year. They were, you know, obviously the cold weather didn't bother them. These are mulberries. This is a city of mulberries starting to pop out. Those are tasty, and I compost back there. I bring a lot of compost, and sometimes people bring their food waste out there, which is great because I need it. And then, you know, if they want to come out and get it, they can get it too. Oh, that's a little. Yeah. This is garlic, which I love, and it'll be ready. Like late May or June.
So how'd you get into the garden? Did you have a moment that you were like, oh, it's time to do this?
You know, I can't really do too many things except maybe write.
Yeah.
So I love to dig.
Yeah.
I just give me a shovel.
I don't know.
Just give me a shovel.
I've always.
And then you start digging and you come up with things. And I don't know. And it's so much fun. You just plop a seed in or you plop something in and you watch it.
And years
just
later.
Watch it.
Yeah, you have so much more.
Like this banana tree, there's no stalk banana. It's just leaves that go round and round. And then this comes right out. And we get bananas sometimes. I don't know. It's just fun to get your hands dirty. Cool.
Well, yeah, if you guys are interested in also getting your hands dirty, the plant swap is on Saturday.
Yes, Saturday.
And it's, where is it again?
Right here.
Right here. You can get it up close to you.
Boundary, West Boundary.
West Boundary Street. It's
if you Google Chatham Steel, because it doesn't really have an address.
Yeah.
If you Google Garrison Elementary School, it's over there. So it's under an overpass.
And we will be sure to get you guys a little map. Oh, there's floppy disks on that. I love that.
There's what?
Floppy disks.
Oh yeah, somebody.
I'm over here trying to close it out, and then I'm like, oh wait, there's more cool stuff.
I know there's some colorful and shoes. Somebody left their shoes. I wonder if they're cute.
They are cute.
And this, well, I have a lot of these. Cactus.
Yeah, because those you can just kind of like plop off.
And this already, I mean, starting to pop out. The cold weather can't kill that. So we'll definitely. I think it's a good safety thing. You put it under your window, you know, so no one's gonna climb in.
Oh, I wouldn't go in there.
No.
I don't want to mess with that cactus.
It's analog. That's what's great about gardening. It's analog.
It's analog.
There's no batteries.
Well, yeah, you guys, we will be sure to provide as much information as we can about the plant swap on Saturday. And again, thank you so much for joining us today. It's awesome.
Come.
And come to Jane's Garden. Thanks for watching.